Hello. We are live right now, and I know I am solo, but Tugs is on her way. She is on her way, so do not worry. My name is X-Ray Girl. Welcome to Poor Choices. And I feel like I'm making a poor choice, but I kind of want a shot of something. A shot. Is that a bad idea? Should I do it? I don't know. I had a shot last week, and I kind of want another one. I don't want, it's really weird. I don't want a glass of wine. I just want a shot. Oh, it's be crazy. But anyways, how are y'all doing? Welcome. We have Paul here. This is definitely gonna be a fun stream. Frog Finance, hello. That's myself there. Hi, Holocron. Welcome. Nearsighted is here as well. Jay, Hokies, Cajun Corey, Andrew Thomas, Andrew Matthews, 2 Andrews in the house. John Edgar, what's up? D Nice Gamer. Neil is here as well. Hi, Neil. I wonder if Jay will be coming on the show. I think he's actually live right now with the Dark Council, so I must say that's a no. It's likely a no. Cajun Corey, I wonder if Jay can get Poor Choices on FNT. Half of Poor Choices is on FNT, though. Half. So we're halfway there. Did you guys hear that the CEO of IKEA just got elected as Prime Minister of Sweden? The king of Swedish furniture is now the leader of Sweden. I love that. I heard the first thing he'll do is he'll just I can't to assemble his cabinet. I'm really good at assembling furniture, like cabinets. I should help out. Wear a monocle. Ooh. Those look hard to kind of hold on your eyeball, but I also don't really have a straw brow line, so it wouldn't work out very well. Hello, Chewy. And Jeff, thank you. Shaka Zulu, Hero Wine. I cannot wait. Once Tugs is here, I want to go get a bottle to take a drink in. And who else do we have here? Tugs is here. Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something.
Tugs is coming in hot with a rant.
It took me 5 minutes to boot my computer up. And the reason I know that is because I had a timer set for the last of my chicky nuggies that I'm making downstairs. I had 5 minutes left of my timer. And I was like, let's be perfect. We'll get upstairs and we'll start the live. Anyway, hi.
Tugs is having a moment, so clearly.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. So we have a couple topics, and we can start with the first one. The thing you sent me, Tugs. Hero Wine.
Hero. Oh yeah, this is. I have wine.
Oh, you have wine.
I don't remember what I sent you.
Okay. How about this? You explain this. I am gonna go get my drink. I want like a whiskey glass or something like that.
Ooh.
I just thought of it now, and I was like, I'll do it once Tugs is here. Okay, I'll be right back. I will let you explain this.
I'm like, what am I explaining? I don't even remember what I sent you.
There's
a couple of different things.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Max says
it's because it's from like the coffee. It makes no sense if I'll be right back. Okay.
Oh yeah, this. Okay, listen. I saw this. Where did I see this? I don't even know. I don't remember where I saw it. The Coffee Pod Official is the Instagram handle. They posted this, and I reposted it because it just shocked me. It shocked me. I saw it on somebody had brought it up on one of their streams. I don't know if it was Pearl or if it was whatever podcast. I genuinely cannot remember. It doesn't matter. This is and some of you saw this on our Twitter. And I sent it to Duke too. Oh, it was Rebecca Barrett. That's who it was. It was Rebecca Barrett. Go shout out to Rebecca. Go to her YouTube channel. She did a video on this. Now look, there's no context. So I don't know like if the couple of people are asking, I don't know if the couple are still together. I don't even know if it's quote unquote real. I don't know. It just is a screenshot and this Coffee Pod posted thoughts. But basically it's a spreadsheet that a husband made for his wife of all the times that she denied him intercourse of the sexual kind. So it's kind of hard to see here, but if you pull it up on our Twitter account or on our or on Instagram, you can see it. It's within about a 2-month time frame or so, give or take a couple days. And she denies him like 25 times. She says yes 3 times out of the 2 months. And I just was like, are you kidding me? Oh, there's no way. And then my favorite part about this guy, so kudos to this guy if this spreadsheet is real. Again, we don't know. There's no context, but we're going to go with yes, it's real. He also wrote down, like he kept track of what I'm gonna pull it up on Twitter so I can see it. He also kept track of like what she said, like what her excuse was.
Excuse.
The
Also,
excuse.
thank you, chat.
And I think my favorite excuse is just so stupid is the very first one where it was June 3rd of 2014. Sex question mark? No. And her excuse was I'm watching the show. And the show she was watching was a Friends rerun.
It's not even a new show.
Not even a new show. And B, I don't know about where you guys, everybody's from in the chat and where you're from, XY girl, but here in the States, the Friends episodes, Supernatural, and like The Office play on a 24-hour loop pretty much on certain channels here in America. Like if you turn on the TV at like TBS, which is channel 7 here in Nevada, if you turn on TBS at like 9 a.m., you're either going to get Friends episodes back to back for like 2 hours straight or Supernatural, or like they play them so much.
And it's on
Anyway.
streaming. Like this was in 2017. Or sorry, 2014.
2014, yeah.
It was probably
Last
streaming
updated.
at that point. Yep,
It
on
is,
Netflix.
it's wild to me. Now,
On
I don't know
Netflix.
if the last updated of March 8th of 2017 means. I don't know if there's more to it. And this, whoever has a screenshot just took this little bit of it just to see. But these excuses like are so ridiculous. There's one where it's nonverbal. There's a bunch of them actually. Where
I feel like it's probably
have a
just like
reason.
a
Or she flat out ignored him. One of the two. There's
yeah.
I won't have time to get showered and ready for dinner if we do it. We were ended up being 20 minutes early. Just came back from the gym. I feel gross. Didn't shower until the next morning. So she went to bed dirty and gross.
Ew.
But she wouldn't
We'll
have
have sex.
I might be getting sick. I still don't feel 100%. I'm too tired. I have a headache. Well, actually, you know what is not on here is headache, which I will give her.
I will say, I think there are a couple ones I could say, sure. I would be okay with exhausted, yes. Unless the guy's like, you just lay on your back. Then yes. Thank you for keeping me in mind.
Here, the thing is like Colton brings up a good point, okay? Because this is the same kind of woman that will complain and throw a fit on social media or in general. I know, again, this was 2014, so social media wasn't really like crazy, but like it is now. But she would be the first to be sitting with her girlfriends, bawling her eyes out, men are trash, men are awful. When he steps out on her, if he hasn't already,
we need an update after this update in 2017.
And I don't think they posted an update, to be
probably
honest.
not. Max, I'm not gonna lie, I've used some of these excuses. Like when I'm drunk or I ate too much, I'm sorry. If you're gonna be slapping and moving me around and I want to puke, no, there will be no fun time. Okay, I'm sorry. That's not sexy. If I end up puking, it's just like that's even worse than not doing it.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Have you?
Yes. Well, yes and no. I've not used anything like I'm watching the show or anything, but I have used like I'm tired and I have used you're sore. But I feel like that's probably a hey, kudos to you, buddy.
Yeah, we can't like it hurts.
No, not really.
Let's see. Movie, fell asleep. I'm trying to watch the movie, fell asleep 15 minutes later.
Here's the fun fact about some of these excuses, like I feel sick. Unless it's like something where you're gonna puke. Okay, I think we can all understand that one. But like if you have a head cold or something, or you have a headache, like fun fact, sex cures all that because it releases the dopamine. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it also like if I have to wake up the next day and the person I'm dating does take like a long time, I might be like, okay, I can understand that excuse.
I mean, you just quickie it. You tell them flat out, like we've got a time limit. You have 5 minutes. Go.
But what if they don't take 5 minutes?
Well, then that's the part that they're finishing up later. Finishing up later, friends. I'm gonna just show this one because he's wondering what's going on. Called for $5. Got here. What's with the spreadsheet? I'm gonna use this like a lawyer showing evidence in court next time, and she's using excuses. Seriously though, I mean, listen, I don't recommend doing this because you'll probably drive yourselves insane.
She's gonna be. I feel like she's gonna feel very attacked by the spreadsheet.
Thank you for the $5. But yeah, I found this. I saw this. Rebecca Barrett did a YouTube video on it, and I don't know how she found it, but she found it. Coffee Pod Official is on Instagram. They posted it. And I don't know. I don't have any other context. I don't know where it came from. I don't know the update on the couple. I have no idea how they found it.
I would like to know where their marriage went after he showed her this list.
Yeah, I want to know how Coffee Pod got this list. Like, is it a friend? Like, is it somebody like in their group that was like, listen, I think my marriage is a hot mess. And they're like, you should do
well, and like, so I was actually listening to another podcast about this exact scenario where they weren't having sex a lot. Now they still had sex 3 times. I don't want to discount that entirely because there are such things as sexless marriages. Okay. So it's a little bit better, not significantly, but I think you and your partner need to be able to communicate, hey, there's something going on. Like, I have to maybe figure it out, or you have to maybe figure out, or we have to figure out, because there's something underlying here. Is she not attracted to him anymore?
That's what I think.
Probably,
I don't think she was ever attracted to him to begin with, to be honest.
Probably not, but like, or, you know, did they have kids, and is she running around with the kidlets and feeling extra exhausted from that? Is she not feeling as sexy? Is she not attracted to his body? I don't know. These are just a myriad of excuses that are possible excuses. This list is not going to help him solve that, unfortunately, but it does give a very tangible amount of proof about how much she denies him.
I feel like she might be cheating.
Well, that's a possibility too, right? Like, she's in this marriage for all intents and purposes, for legal issues. They have the house, they have all their bills together. It's too complicated to break up, but she has her man on the side and she's happy. So why would she want? Oh, you're muted.
Am I?
Oh, wait, never mind. You said something, didn't you?
I said, that's what I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shieldwall does have a good point. If she would have given it up more, she would have built up some stamina. Yeah. That whole tender thing, fun fact, close your ears, my virgins in the chat. That whole tender thing does not happen when you do it more often. Just throwing that out there, unless you introduce a new position or something, like your body adapts. Okay.
Your muscles stretch.
It's called flexibility.
Also, if you don't have the fluids, there's things you can use to help with that.
Yeah, that's always a recommendation. Good grief.
So,
and that might be what she was talking about. Because if she's not attracted to him and she's denying him all these times, and she finally says yes, and then the next day she's tender, that could very well be that there was a lot of friction.
Gamer word, you can use Kegels to keep things tight. Like, Kegels maintains. It's like the same thing with like your arm muscles. If you don't do bicep curls, your arm muscle won't stay that like tight top muscle.
These cute little wingy things.
Yeah, they'll become like floppy.
Listen. Yes, being sore, it's a thing. I'm not discounting that. That maybe perhaps we can reduce it by sleeping with your husband that you chose to marry.
Wow, Is this a thing? Dudes can use Kegels too?
Did you know that? Men can do Kegels too? Oh, wow.
I know there's an equivalent, but I didn't know it, like, does it help with their male?
Everybody do it.
Male finish? Does it help there?
I'm getting yeses over here.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got a couple of yeses. Okay. Dang.
Interesting.
I feel like I'm learning something right now. Oh my
I didn't know that. I mean,
Okay,
I guess
I want to tell Mark to do his Kegels tonight.
Listen, everybody in the chat, do your Kegels. Everybody.
Yeah, we can do it all together. We can do a group
We can
Kegel
see it on you
exercise.
guys.
10
Oh,
times.
is that
You
the
ready,
bouncy
guys?
thing you guys do?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Flex the
9,
muscles that make you
10.
stop
Okay.
saying no.
I feel like I worked out real hard just now.
You gotta hold it for 5 seconds at a time.
Oh, you gotta hold it for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Says the medicine
1,
manual.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
You're like-
1, 2.
I'm also being told that's the bouncy thing that us the girls get so hilariously laugh. We get so amused by.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, wait. I did not know that a male Kegel helps with their, completion.
I'm gonna be flat out honest. I didn't know it was a thing.
I know how males can do the Kegels and it can help with the pelvic floor, but I didn't know it helped made things better. Oh no! Don't sue us. I'm sorry.
Bradley's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be tender for sure down there.
Sorry. Or maybe I should be like, get good. Do those Kegels. I don't know. Oh my God, B-Bean, that spreadsheet looks reasonable.
It's so sad to me.
Oh my God. And oh yes, Elizabeth, people should talk about their sex expectations. So some people need like sex 3 times a week, once a week, 7 times a week.
Yeah.
What do you need in a relationship? If you do not talk about this, I don't know, might be heading into, because there's always someone who's not going to get 100% what they want.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yep.
poor guy, well, we don't know 100% what she's going through yet.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll never. We probably won't. Do some therapy. Was all I got to say.
Right?
Oh my God, that whiskey is like burning my throat. Excuse me. It tastes really good though. I got a Glenlivet.
When is it? You're just drinking straight whiskey? What are you?
Well, no, cause I wanted a drink, but I didn't want to drink wine to get the headache. So if I do a shot and drink it slowly, it's not as bad. This has less calories than a glass of wine, anyways.
That's very true.
So
less sugar.
There we go. And it is tasty. This bottle I've had for a couple of years now. So I think it's fine if I finish it.
Oh, yeah. And then you know what we have when you come to Vegas? We have that blueberry wine. I saved it. And that whiskey. What was it? It is not
was
peanut
it
butter.
Tara that sent it?
Yeah, I think it was Tara. Who I haven't seen in a while. If anybody sees Tara Crystal, please let me know.
Tara. I've seen Tara on the tubes around every now and then. So
I haven't seen Tara on Twitch in forever.
Maybe Tara doesn't like Twitch anymore. Come back to Twitch. Speedy the Unsilent for $10. That man is dedicated to keep a list. I agree with that.
It's very yeah. I mean, listen, what else is he gonna do?
Well, because he's not having the sex, so he needs to put out his frustration somewhere. And this seems like a very petty move, but I could see a woman doing this too. How many times you don't do the chores? And
oh God,
sex to a male is very different for a woman. I think that males need connection, not through verbal.
Mm-hmm.
We love, like, I think we love to just talk at them, and that's our form of intimacy. And then not all guys are like this, but some do like talking, but most I think can express their intimacy through sex. So
yeah.
Very interesting. Andrew Matthews for 5 British pounds. Is watching Poor Choices a good reason? Oh, to not have sex?
No.
You can always play this again. We don't private this or anything, so it is not a good reason.
As a rerun.
You can rerun this anytime you want. Thank you, Andrew. Shaka Zulu for $10. Wife got mad at me for laughing at Tiger Woods' tampon joke. She told me most women find period jokes offensive. What do y'all think? What? In my opinion, what matters is intent behind the joke, not the joke itself. So I actually didn't really understand what he was joking about by handing the guy the tampon. Do you know?
She was calling him a girl.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
He was basically calling him a girl. Yeah, because women can't. I mean, not can't, but most of the time. I was saying 99.9, so I'm gonna go with can't. You know, I am gonna say can't. We cannot outdrive a man. We just don't shoot. We don't drive that far. It just doesn't happen. We don't have the strength for it. And so because he outdrove Jones or whatever his name was, he handed him like, and it was very subtle. I thought it was obviously a joke between two friends. You could tell, and he just like he went to go shake his hand and he handed him a tampon. I think it's funny, and I don't know what's funnier, the fact that Tiger Woods kept that in his pocket the whole time.
just in case he
Just
won.
in case, I don't know, like what?
I think that this is a joke between two friends. Get out of here. It wasn't meant to be public. Okay? Jokes are meant
Yeah.
to push the envelope and be uncomfortable. And I don't know what is going on, but there are men who have periods these days. People like freeze stuff and put it up their manholes and have it bleed. So like,
Dylan Mulvaney,
like
calm down,
don't start with this. It's offensive to women.
offensive. You know what's offensive to women? You know what's offensive to me as a woman? Not Tiger Woods' joke. Dylan Mulvaney is offensive to me, okay?
Yeah. Oh my God. I just think that it's very offensive that men are taking over women's spaces.
I can't deal.
Mm-hmm. It's hard enough to be an athlete. I'm just saying.
I just like he's such a care. Anyway, but you know what? This is a whole different topic. This is not a politics show, but he just drives me bonkers. Bonkers. Women
he's
don't
like
act like that.
The
You
extra
characteristic
cringe type of
weirdo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, Tiger was my other favorite part is the people that were not offended but had questions. There were people in the replies that were like, "Where did he get a tampon? Like he's not married anymore. Where did he get his tampon?"
You can go to the store and buy it. Guess
Well, I'm
what?
sure he's got some chippy, but
Or an assistant can go into the bathroom and turn the thingy and get a tampon.
There are tampons in the men's rooms now, so I feel like
oh my God, is there?
Yeah. For the for
hot
our
damn.
our in between people, our in between friends. I'm gonna get canceled. People. There are stores you can buy things. I thought it was hilarious. They both thought it was funny, and his apology was pretty like he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, whatever."
I honestly wouldn't apologize for a joke like that. It makes me think of the Dave Cullen in Garrett about man periods.
Yeah.
They have them in pro shops.
Apparently. I didn't know that. See, I'm not a big golf connoisseur. I go to Top Golf. I mean, hi, Eric, by the way.
Hello, Eric.
Yeah, that's what he's got chippies everywhere.
I think if he has women around a lot, it is kind of nice to have, here you go in case.
Yeah.
Little woman station.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I saw it. Brett Cooper did a video on it this morning, and I was like, why are people mad at this? It's funny.
Yeah.
That's like a good classic locker room joke.
people don't have humor these days. I would really like to see what they find funny. Actually, if you just watch the MCU, I'm sure that's probably what they think is funny. So I'm so sorry. We're getting into nerd talk, and we don't usually do that. So
detoured. That's my bad.
It was a huge detour.
Giant detour.
I'm going to give you two options. Would you like to look at the games women play first or the games men play first?
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Let's start with I like this man article because we'll see. It's been a long time since I've dated, y'all. So the men in the chat, if you do this, can you please let me know? Oh wait, this is the women's.
Well, I mean, since you have it open.
Oh, okay. We'll start with the women's then. Okay, fine. You pulled my leg on that one. All right, 5 obvious games women play with men and how to play them right back at them. Okay. Tugs.
Yes.
Have you ever played Hard to Get?
Yeah. I think so.
I think we inherently do this.
I think we do it subconsciously, to be honest.
Yeah. So You like this particular girl who refuses to neither move in nor move back. She sends all the right signals, but when you try and respond to them, she
You
just
act
pulls back.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's
cool.
exactly it. You're trying to act so cool, aloof, and
Yep.
I don't want to show him that I like him until he makes a big effort. So this article is saying this isn't always just a matter of her trying to present herself as a challenge. Most women are wary of getting into a relationship if there are any emotional risks involved. She might be just testing the waters to make sure you're worth the risk.
Listen, it's not our wisest decisions, okay? It's really
I
not.
mean, this makes sense. It's one of the many reasons why I play hard to get.
I don't even know anymore, to be honest with you.
I would say this is something that women do later on in life. This is not something younger women do. I'd say
Well,
in the later 20s.
Too, we've all gotten in the I think this has gotten lost in translation over the decades. That whole like
say that again.
We've taken that a little bit to heart. And instead of just being like, you have to work for it a little bit, right? You have to be an upstanding citizen.
Yes.
And
You need to present
you on the first date or whatever. Like, that's the chase. We've been literally just running the other direction.
Yeah. We've been presenting we want them to present their resume first before we actually stop playing hard to get.
There's a difference, guys. There's a difference between the thrill of the chase, right? Making them wait till marriage, not kissing on the first day, whatever. Like, that's the quote unquote chase. Being the girl that he wants, but he has to kind of work a little bit for it because maybe he's kind of a bum and he has to step his game up. Okay, fine. That's maybe the chase. But you being like, I'm going to wait 3 days to text him back because I'm going to look cool.
No, I've done that when I was younger. He didn't text me back for 6 hours, so I'm going to text him back after 6 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I hate games like that. Now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to those boys. Should have made my intentions more clear, I suppose. Women play hard to get for a man she finds worth a relationship, even if she has a one-night stand the night before. Have you done that, Tugs?
Played hard to get?
Played hard. Well, no. For a relationship she thinks or you think is worth it.
No.
Even though you had a one-night stand before.
No, the ones I think are worth it, I feel like I'm too
You're all in.
Too open and honest and texting right away. And
yeah, I know Tugs. How many years have we known each other now? 3 years? 3 years.
Yeah.
And I've seen her, go through her dating, I guess we'll call it. Talking about boys and whatnot. And she's always said, if I want to text someone, why should I wait? If I want to talk to them, why should I wait?
Gotten older. Yeah. I text way too quick. I've actually had guys tell me, like, you need to chill out. Like, and I text him all day. Like, I know him. I know I do. All day. All day. What you doing? How's your day going? I had a sandwich. Look at this funny TikTok I found. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I love knowing where Mark is at all times if I want to, because then if I see he's coming home and I am just leaving work, I'll be like, "Hi, what are you doing?" Even though I know he's driving. Aw, okay, I'll see you home soon.
Yep. That's fine. So that's me now. So there's oversharing, and then there's like playing way too hard to get, and there's a balance in between there somewhere. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. I have no clue.
If I really like you, you're gonna know I really like you.
Literally, Mecca. I literally today texted Duke and it was like, what? And he's like, well, hi. I'm like, what? You haven't texted me in like 2 hours. What? Are you okay?
I'm getting dating advice from my husband. Just take it like he won't go far. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the article's recommendation here. If she's not clear about her feelings for you, but is giving you the I'm interested signals, then show her you feel the same way. But don't overdo it as you still want to remain a challenge. This is telling them to play a game as well.
Yeah.
With her, this is not a good idea. If she's playing games, You make yourself clear, and if she doesn't want, next, in my opinion. Just let her understand that there are a lot more grapes in the bunch, so you can easily look elsewhere if things don't seem to work out.
Excuse
There
me.
you go. All right.
Jennifer, listen, Jennifer, I know Jennifer Lawrence said something stupid, but that girl is funny. She cracks me up. I'm sorry. Anyway.
And games should stop at like 25.
I
I'd
don't
say.
think there should be games. Okay, maybe when you're like a teenager and you're in high school and you
Yeah,
have no
young
idea what's going
adults.
on, and your hormones are here and his hormones are here and they're over here, like things are crazy and you don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. That's different. Okay, but the minute you start to grow up, like let's just
And you know that you're doing these things mindfully, then stop. Please stop. Speaking of the waiting game, I've done this. She had almost eagerly given you her contact information and tried calling. And you tried calling her and even texted her, asking her to get in touch. And then guess what? She didn't get back. Hours, even days may pass before she returns your calls. Why does she do this? It's her way of biding her time so that she doesn't seem too eager or interested. She doesn't want to think that she can be had so easily. That's so
See,
stupid.
this is also where that I'm telling you, that's where that chase thing comes from, right? We now, as a modern society, think that the chase means ignoring you for 3 or 4 days, when in reality, it just meant, yeah, I'll go on a date with you, but we're not going to hold hands. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but I feel like the thrill, like listening to my grandparents talk about chasing their wives, like it wasn't, oh, I didn't hear from her for 3 days. It was oh, I had to, I said hi to her, but she wouldn't give me her phone number. And then I had to look her up in the phone book. And, that kind of like, that's the chase. Like, it's not ignoring him for 3 days.
I also think that
I know
a lot of this like calling game was back in the day before cell phones. You had to call a girl's house or a guy and their mom would pick up or something like that. And you'd have to talk to them and then talk to the person. So it almost was scary because you didn't know who you're going to get at the end of the line, right?
Yep.
You didn't know if they were going to be there. You don't even know if they're going to have a voicemail.
Yeah.
Things are so different now. There's a lot more assurances that your message is gonna get read. There's even read receipts. There are no such thing as read receipts back in the 90s. Women waiting for days equals telling the man I have a lot of options and you're not priority number one.
That's
For sure.
Especially in the modern world.
Yeah. So this is interesting, and this will be very different for each person. How long should a woman make a man wait? Is the rule different for different guys? Are you talking about sex? Bean?
Don't laugh.
Are you talking about a phone call or kissing on a date or,
First of all, it was AOL Messenger was where it was at. MSN Messenger was shady. AOL Messenger was where it's
okay.
at.
So BB meant sex. Did I have a rule? I don't think I had a rule. I just did it when I felt like it. Listen. I lived at home with my parents for a very long time.
Ooh,
so
that's awkward.
It was never gonna happen at my place if it was on the table. Okay. I had a rule because I was afraid of being murdered to never go to a person's place unless I really trusted them.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Extra
really
was on the table, you guys.
Yeah, I had a story back in the day that I waxed a murderer who is behind bars right now. So, I mean, I literally have touched murderers. And
she lived to tell a tale about it.
Yeah. So,
I miss AOL Messenger. Can we go back to AOL Messenger? Everybody's talking about it in the chat now. I feel like, listen, I'm just gonna get you all a little secret. If the girl likes you, she's gonna not make you wait very long. The end.
Yeah. But I also think so for men, the men in the chat, if a woman that you really like has sex with you on the first date, do you feel like she has devalued herself and you're not as interested?
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Because that's a lot of the reason why the girls. I mean, I
Don't
feel like there's.
do
I
it.
feel like there's catch-22, right? Because the
Yeah.
girls like we like you, so we wanna really bad. But it's scary for us too, especially the first date, if that's your thing,
Yeah.
because then we seem like a sloot.
Yeah. So we have mixed
mixed
answers in the chat.
Yeah.
Some say yes, some say no. Depends on the girl. Sex on the first date seems kind of cheapish. How many see, this is what I think about. How many other guys has she done that with? If you do it on the first date.
That's valid.
But yeah, I think it just is a person dependent answer for this. Dang.
I feel like everybody's kind
It
of
hasn't worked out for John ever.
What about third date sex?
Third date is okay, men in the chat. I would love to know this. Do you have a sex rule for someone you're serious about? Is there a number date? So you're like, if you have sex before this date, sloot. If you have sex after this date, wifey material. What date number is that?
Holocron's just all in.
No, if I get with her on date number 1, I've already made the decision to be ready to have children. Hey,
Valid.
I love that you feel that way. Okay,
I love it.
You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Third date is too long, Golden. So you're looking at we've got like a date and a half here.
Date and a half. We got third date for Frank.
Third date for Frank.
Well, tricky first date sex by first date. Kiss red flag. What?
I'm so confused.
That is
This is why women are confused.
We started playing your guys' games.
Apparently.
Aw, that's so sweet. I love this. Waiting for marriage.
No. When it look at Eric. Eric says, "I have a rule. When it is time, it's time. It could be first date, could be whatever." You sound like Duke. Duke's like, if it happens naturally, it happens.
If it's the mood, or as the kids call it, if we're feeling a vibe. Sorry, I've been watching The Perfect Match, and they're always like, we're vibing. And I'm like,
not the vibe.
It's not the vibe, or we're vibing. We're feeling a vibe right now, and I'm like, what?
Oh my
the
gosh.
one who slept. Oh, Roger Rabbit, I love that.
Okay, we have a follow-up. We've been together 25 years. Hey,
perfect, Sean. See, you can get married and have sex on the first date.
Rachel, I feel you. So many different answers, and you wonder why women are confused. That's valid though, because everybody's kind of all over the board.
I think people are just like all over the place. So if you actually just accidentally hit into that one person at the perfect time, and you both have that perfect answer on what is the perfect time to have sex on whatever number date, it'll be perfect.
Yeah. I like the organic.
Wait. Eric, are you feeling the vibes with Duke?
Eric is feeling the vibes. Let's see if I can talk Duke into coming to the meetup, you guys.
Ooh. Well, I mean, you guys are going to be there for the Vegas meetup, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm so excited. In 2 months, I get to be with my wifey again.
Yay! It's coming up so quick. We gotta figure out what we're saying.
I think I'm just gonna kick Mark and Duke out and be like, Tugs, wine you, me? Yeah.
Hopefully that's your 4-day. That would be nice. So you don't have to go to work the next day.
Okay. I have one more question for the chat. If a girl wanted to wait, say, till a month later after dating, would you respect her more? Or it'd be like, nah, I'm not waiting for... And you liked her. You liked her a lot.
Checks all the boxes.
Checks all the boxes, and she wanted to wait at least a month or however long. 3 dates, 10 dates, would you?
Yes, and it doesn't matter.
I have a yes, and it doesn't matter to me over here in the corner.
Oh, we got Colton saying nope, bye. Corey would respect her more. Oh. Well, B Bean, I don't know. This is a very fictional scenario. We have no idea. Guys, I would have loved to take y'all on my date and be like, okay, so Mr. Starbucks here, how long should we make him wait? Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's true, Colton.
Chicks
I feel
know
like
if they
guys
would or
do
not pretty
too.
soon.
Yeah. Has she made others wait? Yeah, they've got 2 people asking that. That's the
I
thing
think
too, right?
If it's your personal preference, because one thing I've like noticed between talking to a bunch of people is when you have sex as a female, you're going to increase your feelings greatly if you like them. Right? So that could end up making you a little crazy or just fall in love. So those are just things that you risk. So sometimes you want to take that out of the equation and think clearer with your head. You know, what things do I need to know about this man to make sure they're a proper life partner?
Where is it? I've been told women know if they'll sleep with a guy when they first meet a guy. I don't know if it's true. Yes. We know. I think we know pretty quickly.
Mark, are you in the chat right now?
I'm gonna
I'd say that's 50% true for me.
I've also seen this happen, Colton. Women get ghosted for making guys wait too long. It's that.
But women also get ghosted for having sex too.
I know there's really no, it's really terrible.
And same vice versa. I'm not saying it's all women, it's all men. Okay. That's crazy. Women always catch feelings. That's why hookup culture is bad. I love when women are like, I'm a boss, beesh. I'm going to have sex with all these guys and I'll fall in love. I'm like, you're going to. Right. All those emotions come out through there.
That is one of my favorite episodes of Sex and the City, which is honestly a terrible show as a role model, but it's fun to watch. I think it's the very first episode or maybe the first season at some point. I don't know. But it's Samantha, who's the promiscuous one. Everybody knows who she is. Kim Cattrall's character. She like has sex like a man. She just sleeps with whoever and takes them home. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But the episode actually shows that it does bother her. And she becomes feeling like, well, I feel like trash, or I feel like I'm just used, whatever. And it was an interesting episode. They finally like kind of tackled the topic a little bit.
I think
she didn't change her behavior in the show, but it was.
You end up feeling like just like a hole. I don't know how else to explain it. Like you just feel like an object. Is there any connection? And that's why women need to talk in a relationship so that they can connect to a person, not just the physical aspect. Oh, for
first move from the women. I made the first move too. The first time around. What? At the wedding, you dork.
Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. We both clicked at the same time. Okay, so let's look at this other game women play. Sorry, women play. The silent treatment game.
Oh,
she suddenly becomes as frosty as an orange slushie, and you have no idea what you've done to arouse her wrath.
Her wrath. Hell hath no
women in the chat, who's done this?
I'm trying to get better. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Why does she do it? She is upset or angry and feels you are responsible for it, but she wants you to figure it out yourself. Now,
the silent treatment.
I think this is a very youthful thing that I've done, where I want you to figure out for yourself. Now, dialing it up to where I am now, I would say if I do silent treatment, I'm not ready to talk. Because if I talk, I'm going to scream at you.
Yeah. Pans are getting thrown. Pans are getting thrown. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like men do, like us girls, we get the silent treatment. We do the silent treatment back because we're getting the silent treatment because men have that whole like decompartmentalizing thing that they need to do. It's slightly annoying, but they need to do it because that's how they're wired. And so like, do we think that they're mad at us, even if they are mad at us? And then, so we're going to be, well, fine, I'll be the silent treatment too. Or that I'm fine.
Oh, that's the worst. When you hear a woman say, I'm fine, like that, she ain't fine. Just know you're in trouble.
Wars have been started for less.
Okay, so what should you do? Let's see if their recommendation is good. When she behaves like this and refuses to communicate with you, chances are that whatever you did isn't all that serious. Perhaps you didn't notice her new earrings. Oh, wow. No, this is like very youthful mentality. Or you ate her chocolate cake that she baked from scratch without appreciating, congratulating her for her efforts.
No girl nowadays does that.
You wouldn't do that. I don't think you'd do this either. So
No,
don't
I mean
keep...
the cake baking.
Oh, people made bread during the pandemic, okay?
Yeah,
It was a trend for a while. There was no baking ingredients.
those girls cracked me up. I'm gonna learn how to make bread during the pandemic, and they also don't know how to boil an egg. Like, listen, you can't even tell the focus.
Oh my god. I'm fine is the death call for a man. Yeah, be ready. Be ready.
What's wrong? Nothing. That means run.
So the article's telling the guy not to ask over and over again what's wrong. That'll make her frostier. Facts. Give her space. She needs to cool down and use the time trying to figure out where you could have gone wrong. Now, I've seen this happen where the guy leaves the girl alone. Don't be salty about it if you can, because that's just going to throw fuel into the flame if you say something rude. And I think this is where you talk about your apology languages. You know how there's like love languages? There's different types of ways to apologize to people. Some people like verbal, gifts, acts of service, things like that. So you gotta figure out what a person needs. I've done this once, and as expected, he couldn't figure out why I was mad, so I explained a while later.
And then you get madder, and then this is how relationships end.
Yeah,
friends.
you need to tell, if you're a person that needs to calm down, you need to communicate and say, I can't talk about this right now. I just need 15 minutes, but I will be back. And I think saying I will be back is so important, even if you're mad, because then that means you're going to come back and we're going to talk about it and hopefully diffuse the situation.
Ladies, men are dumb. You guys aren't dumb. You're just very straight and to the point. We can talk in circles all day, and we have, and we do. We just talk
logical. I'm gonna say logical.
When in reality, all we have to do is say, I don't want to talk about it right now, or I need a few minutes, or I'm mad because I'm just mad, or I'm having an off day, or whatever the answer is.
Whatever it is, telling you to calm down is not the
Yeah, no, the calm down is how you get a pan thrown.
Do not say calm down. If you want to live. When she feels she's ready to talk in, she will approach you, glare at you with those big, beautiful eyes, make huffing sounds that could make you look at her all the more desirably. Just hold her and cuddle her, and only do that if she wants it, because that could get her more mad. And ask her where you went wrong, and have a mature conversation.
That is the worst advice I've ever read.
Don't hold her and cuddle her while she's mad, okay?
She feels ready to talk again. She will approach you, glare at you with those big, beautiful eyes. First of all, who said her eyes were beautiful? Let's calm down. Make huffing sounds that would make her look all the more desirable. Is this article person talking about when we do this? There is nothing cute about that.
No, you do not want to cuddle and hold a woman doing this.
Listen, have you ever picked up a raccoon? Yeah, those are cuddly too. No, what? Simply apologize, no matter how trivial you think your error was. Oh my Lord Jesus!
Be very careful. And look, even Elizabeth is like, "This is the worst advice."
Like, bruh. That whole paragraph is terrible. First of all, when the huffing sounds, nobody likes the huffing sounds. I don't even know what huffing sounds you're talking about, but I'm gonna go
like
with
that.
No, nothing is cute about that. There's nothing. Oh my Lord Jesus!
Guys, this is from a men's magazine. I'm only assuming because it says Men's XP. So this is just as good as Cosmopolitan sex columns.
Article is written by a
99
girl,
things you
though.
need to do to spice up your sex routine.
A dude did not write this article. Definitely not. If he did, he's gay. There's no way that was how I wrote this. No way.
Yeah, don't say this either. You're cute when you're angry.
As somebody who's short, you just put the hand on the forehead and we can't reach you. It's fine.
Dr. Rachel, you're cute when you're mad is worse than calm down. Actually, let's just see who wrote this. By Robin
It has
Wood.
to be a woman. There's no way.
Let's see if Robin Wood is.
That's got to be a girl, Robin. It's gotta be.
No, oh no, that's the articles. No, I think it's a. I can't tell.
I'm gonna Google it right now. Robin Wood, men's XP author. I don't have a picture.
There's no picture. There is no. Oh wait, maybe I can find it right now. Robin. Oh, he's not on the list. He must have been fired because his article sucks. Oh no. All right, let's see what is the next game that women play. The Playing Clueless game. She starts acting all confused and helpless, and suddenly you find yourself driving all across the town and wasting an entire day doing her bidding.
That's manipulation. That's not.
That is horrible.
The confused game. That's.
It almost reminds me of that TikTok where she pretends to like. Put the
like the comic book stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. As an adult, I would hate to waste someone's time that much purposefully.
The Playing Clueless game. I can't.
I wouldn't want to, and like, time is precious. Dude lost his girl and his job.
The only male Robin I know is Robin Williams. Honestly, every other Robin I know is a girl.
It's a girl, right? Yeah. So we don't know if this is a dude or a girl. Why does she do this? This usually happens when she wants to do something for her, you to do something for her that she wouldn't do for herself. To get you to take care of it, she'll act clueless and play on the I don't know how to do that angle. Do I do that currently?
I'm gonna play Clueless here and go, huh?
Like without actually while I knew it, I don't think I do. No. That's playing a game that I wouldn't want. Like, why waste someone's time? If I can do it, I probably could do it either better or equally to Mark. So why waste his time to come on over and go back and all that? It's so silly. It's so silly.
I'm
oh no, you've fallen for that.
I'm so confused. No, genuinely, I don't know what this is. Okay, anyway.
Okay, let's go to the next one. That one's stupid. We need to talk game. Oh, the worst things to hear from any woman's mouth.
Oh, no.
You think calm down is bad? We need to talk is like level 5 emergency, drop everything and attend to it. You come back from the office dead tired and all you want to do is grab a beer, switch on the TV and chill. Then disaster strikes. Your girlfriend just makes up her mind to suddenly start talking about her problems, really pressing ones that require switching off the TV and putting away the beer and listening to her. Why does she do it? You are once again being tested by your girl who wants to be sure where your priorities lay. She craves your attention and she wants it now. The we need to talk game just to talk about your problems. That's so stupid. This is written by like a young 20-year-old, I think.
So basically, they're talking about when the guy gets home from work. Let's go with work.
Just to talk about your problems.
Immediately, she's like, "Oh my god, I did this and this was terrible." And Susie at work is just the worst. And I blah blah blah, and you didn't take the trash out. I'm just feeling really whatever.
Just it sounds like you need a vent session. It's not a we need to talk game. I need to vent. And putting that label of we need to talk makes it sound like we are breaking up.
Yeah, that's not where I thought that was going.
No, I thought this was gonna be like, just so you know. Because I joked with Mark when I first married him. I called him like my first husband for a couple days, and I'm like the joke tired after a while. Just so he knows that he's always gonna maybe be replaced, just for fun. But this is like mental manipulation if you're gonna actually use the we need to talk BS.
Yeah, the we need to talk game, that's not what that is. The we need to talk is we need to talk. Like we're about to break up. Like this is just a shit test.
I'm having problems.
Well, the shit test. She's testing. I'll agree with it. It's a test for sure.
Yeah. This is a stupid test. To show your commitment to having her be heard. Because if this is the thing that women do, then men need to do the test. I want to have sex. And then she fails it. Guess what? Dump her. Because people praise women for this type of behavior. And I think that's ridiculous. Except when you, as a male, want to do it and they say no. And, oh, you're a toxic male. Excuse me? Mental gymnastics.
Oh my god.
Just tell her it's fine.
This article is I'm exhausted.
Oh, okay. Well, so there you have it. Some of the many mind games women have mastered over the ages: devious, underhanded, or plain stupid. Definitely stupid. All right, let's see some.
Ruben says, in a relationship, talk with her 3 times a day in deep discussions. You need to put the effort to at least 3 good hours to conversations and quality time and intimate time with her. I mean, listen, that's a little
day.
I hear you. But that's completely different than when you first get home from work and you're just like,
a day, 3 times a day. Well, I mean, it depends on how deep these discussions go and how long. When Mark and I have a deep discussion, it can go on for hours, or it feels like hours. Because, like, I don't know, I don't keep track of this time. And so, yeah, 3 times a day. That's a lot. Well, it depends on how long. If it's like 10-minute deep discussions, then sure, definitely up for that. Definitely up for that. All right, so let's see what games men play. And men in the chat, you're gonna have to let us know if this is something you do, because we're always learning. We are always learning about the male psyche. 9 reasons men play games when dating and the crazy making games they love to play. All right, let's
so hard to
scroll.
get. Yay!
Okay, the avoiding commitment game. Does your man make excuses when discussing the future of your relationship? Is he always hedging his bets and never wants to lock anything down? There's a good chance he's playing games. Maybe he is scared of commitment or just likes the thrill of being wanted. Whatever the case, he may be trying to keep you in limbo so that he can have his cake.
The thrill of being wanted.
Let's see. I think that both men and women do this, especially nowadays. I talk to a lot of my younger coworkers, and they're females and males don't want to commit. A large part don't.
Girls meant it. Yeah, exactly. What are the rules? DJ Direwolf will know. Keep his belly full, balls empty. And
what is this name by Barry Davenport? Is that a man or a woman?
Who?
Barry Davenport. Is that a female or male name?
Barry?
Okay.
Barry is a guy's name.
Okay.
He also might avoid commitment because he's not really all that into you, which you guys saw my Instagram reel I posted the other day about a guy I was talking to last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a dude. Yeah.
I think both.
See, look, Crash Mondo it's not a game we're not into you. That is so black and white 90% of the time. Like,
okay, there we go. Okay. Debunked. He has extreme mood swings. Have you noticed that your man goes from hot to cold in a blink of an eye? Does he have two sides of him and you never know which one you'll get? Sometimes he goes days without talking to you for no apparent reason. He easily gets angry or upset with you. These are all signs that he's playing games and testing your limits. I've never really seen something like this. Like for no reason.
I was
There's
just
always
saying,
been
most of the time,
reason.
I've only ever seen stuff like that when like something's going on, right?
Yeah,
Like,
a
work, the
reason.
family thing. Yeah,
Or
I've
like,
never just seen that.
well, actually, the one thing I won't date, which scared me, is road rage. I mean, that's legit reason to get angry, I'm sure, but there's ways to get through this and like safely. Oh, 15 minutes. Okay, see that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. I just thought it was like an hour each session deep conversation. It'd be very hard to get in 3 hours of deep talk a day.
Or he could just be having a pet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always something to it. Like,
I've never seen talk to my male friends and heard that they test a woman based on how they can
Tara.
handle their anger.
Yeah, there you are, Tara. I haven't seen you on Twitch in a while. Men don't test the limits. They're either happy in the relationship or they're not. See, that's it. Black and white. Men are so black and white.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
honestly, if they get angry easily, I'm not dating them. I'll take
There's
that
always a reason. Here's the thing, there's always a reason, at least in my experience. Okay, now listen,
Yeah.
I know that there's, whatever. That's the exception. In my experience, when guys are up and down like that, because they just are not that way, they're not wired that way. But when they are up and down like that, there is something going on. Either work is bonkers, maybe somebody in the family died, or a friend died, or somebody he knows, like something dramatic happened somewhere. Okay, there's something
Yeah.
going on. There's
And it's
the
affecting
men just
them.
don't act like that.
Number 3, he gives you mixed signals. Do his actions sometimes contradict his words? Does he tell you he likes you but then ignores your calls or texts for days at a time? He may be trying to keep you guessing about how he feels for him to get the attention and validation he needs.
Or he just isn't that into you. It's just not into you.
You just read my mind. I'm like, are you
I just-
seriously saying men play mixed signals game?
Nah. Listen, I mean, there may be a very small percentages of guys that do that, but I'm just gonna, as a general rule, I'm just
We're
gonna
talking
go
general rule, yeah.
with, he's not into you, but you're easy to keep around, so
Yeah,
he does.
yeah. So you guess what? If a guy texts you, or sorry, if a guy doesn't text you, and then at 10 o'clock at night he goes, "Hey, what you up to? What you doing? You up?"
You up?
Because guess what? If you keep saying yes, he's going to always message you. I think this article is so silly.
It sounds like it was written by a beta, and I hate using those terms, but
Oh my God, sounds like a man not into you or gay or in doubt.
listen, there's a book out there, and there's a movie. We all love the movie. We know her. We love her. But I always recommend reading the book, and men can read it, women can read it, all of you read it. It's called "He's Just Not That Into You." I have it, and I've stopped reading it. I needed to as I got older, more importantly. But the author, Greg Barrett, talks about a specific moment, and I can't remember the girl's name. We're gonna call her Sally. He met Sally at a bar, and he was like, I want that one. And Sally, they struck up a conversation, they hit it off, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay, well, see ya. And he goes, am I going to get your number? She's like, no, I'm not going to give you my number. Well, I'm sure we'll see each other again, kind of like playing coy a little bit. And he wanted her so badly, he called every Sally in the phone book in their town until he found her.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And they dated, and they didn't end up working out long term because they had different future. She didn't want a family, he did, or whatever it was. But that's the lengths men will go for if they really want you. Now that's an extreme situation, obviously, but back in the day, we didn't have cell phones carrying around. This is like the early 90s or whatever. So he would just like, find me in the phone book, bye. And she just kind of walked off. He's like, oh, bet I will find you in the phone book. And he found her.
Dang. That's like old school romance. I love that.
Yeah. So if he's doing, listen, and you guys saw, those of you who follow me on Instagram, you saw my reel.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Isn't that called stalking? So that things can be taken in two different ways. If you like someone, you love it. If you don't like someone, then it's called stalking.
Yeah, if the guy's attractive, it's hot and it's fun. If he's not attractive, it's stalking.
Because think about like, okay, 50 Shades of Grey is like the epitome of all, like, you know, if Christian Grey wasn't rich or hot, would you like what he does? No,
No, heck no.
he's so creepy. But
I
because
don't even
he's
like the
rich
sound. That book
and he's
really
hot,
sucks.
you're like, you get the, as my friends and I call it, the fanny flutters.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the same thing with freaking Twilight. If Edward Cullen wasn't played by what's his bucket, Cedric Diggory, what the heck is his name, Robert Pattinson, all the girls were swooning all over him, it would be very much like this is an abusive relationship, and I have questions. But
Yep.
no, he's
Nope.
pretty. No.
Ruben, you stole my line. Whenever Mark jokes that he doesn't want me, I go, applications for husbands. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this next one, he constantly tests your boundaries. If your guy is playing games, he will likely push your limits just to see how much he can get away with. He may do things like call you late at night or ask for favors that he knows are out of bounds. He will also take advantage of your vulnerability and use it against you. That sounds like manipulation.
This sounds like F boys.
Like,
sounds like F boys and players.
I'm gonna take how vulnerable you are. Like, maybe if I go out and I know you don't love it, and then like post partying pictures of myself getting
Yeah.
extra trashed. Mm-mm.
I feel
What's
like I
this?
missed 1 through 3 here, but Crash Bundle says number 4, a man testing your boundaries is a narcissist.
Agreed.
That's called number 5. That's called gaslighting. Again,
Wait.
a narcissist. This author has had bad experiences. 100% a woman wrote this.
I mean, Barry could end up being a woman's name. Who knows? Let's see. He blames you for everything. No matter what goes wrong in a relationship, it's always your fault. He could be cheating on you and he will still blame you for the problems of the relationship. That is gaslighting. Oh my God. Maybe he says you're the reason he's distant and that you're too needy. He may even try to convince you that it's your fault he's not committing. He may do this because he knows you won't leave him if you feel responsible for everything wrong in the relationship.
F boys.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, F boys.
I don't know if men do this on purpose. I can see people doing this not knowing, and then you see the results, so you end up doing it again and again and again. I don't know if people do this 100% purposefully. Is anyone an F boy in the chat? Do you want to call yourself an F boy or have been an F boy?
The streets. All these people belong to the streets. Everybody, both articles, whoever you're writing about belongs to the streets.
Yeah. Like this is disgusting. This is completely gaslighting. It was written by a male feminist.
That's what I'm wondering. He's got to be some anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, okay, so even if she's been distant or whatever and not close and intimate to you, it's still your responsibility to address her about this issue.
Yeah.
Not put your pee-pee in another hole.
She said pee-pee.
I said pee-pee, guys.
Hey.
I did. Men who do this, it's not alpha. This is an a-hole. Don't date them. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like F-boy behavior here.
It's completely. Number 6, he only calls you when he needs you. Have you noticed that your man only calls when he needs something? Does he disappear for weeks and suddenly pop back up with requests? He's not really your man if he's doing this, first and foremost.
This is very a weird article. Like, I don't know if this author knows this, man or woman, but that was not a relationship you were in.
No. Absolutely not. If I was in a relationship where I didn't hear from my man in weeks, guess what? You're not my man.
Unless he's in the military.
Yeah, but even then, you would communicate before. Hey, babe, I'm being deployed. I have no service. I'm in Afghanistan. You know, there's no cellular service out here.
Number 6, Mondo drop it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, but seriously, if he's not trying to talk to you for weeks, you probably are the side chick. And
You're not the main. You're not anything. Like, if you're the side chick, leave him. Okay. Again, narcissistic behavior. Agreed.
Mhm.
Playing the victim card. This is very. I'm not gonna lie. This is very female behavior. Some of this stuff that's happening
Yeah,
in
what
this
kind of men
article.
are you dating, buddy?
I have definitely played the victim card when I was younger.
Oh,
I'll admit it.
I think all women do at some point. Some
Yeah.
still do.
Okay. Men often use the victim card when playing games to manipulate you into feeling guilty or sorry for them. It means they have a sob story ready to go, or whenever they feel like they. Okay, I'm not
This
gonna
is
lie.
like cheater behavior.
Wait.
Men, I know men that do this. The ones
Yes,
that are cheating on their wives.
Yes! Oh my god, yes, Tongs! They're ready. They're like,
It's so
oh my
hard. This is
god,
so
my
terrible.
parents.
So trapped.
We grew up so blah, 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 and I had to scrape my way to be who I am today.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, pity me.
I have the victim card. I've seen it mostly when they're married and they're trying to date you. Well, you're with like they're with the side chick, and it's the married men that play the victim card like this. Oh, it's just so hard because I can't leave her for you because what is my wife? She's the mother of my kids, but she treats me so badly, and I'm so glad I have you, and I just don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. Yeah, the married ones. The married ones.
Yeah.
If he's
This
doing
way-
that to you, he's married and you're the side chick, you should probably go.
Yeah, this way he can have his cake and eat it too. He has his life, the life he wants, but not the sex he wants. So that's why he gets them young biddies with that, oh, my wife is horrible, but I'm there for the kids. That's the reason why I'm
so
there. But I go
stressful.
home to her every night. Blech. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's always the married ones that do it. Always the married ones.
This
Always.
F behavior shows that your man is trying to control the situation by making you feel sorry for him. I'm gonna agree with that. It's
Yeah.
also a classic game that men play to get you to take care of them and make them feel better. I'll say F boy men, babies, boys. Oh my god, I can't believe some of the stuff in this article. Oh my god.
Yes.
Is this a personal attack or something? On you?
Listen, think about your married guy friends and the stories that they
Hey,
tell you.
gamer word. If you own that you're an F boy and you are okay with it, I will give you props for that. It's people who say they're not like that and do this behavior and play the victim card again and again and again that I don't respect. If he plays the victim, he's most likely cheating or seeing other women or men. Happened to a cousin of mine. Oh no.
Jay gets it. Jay is based. I'm telling
Wow,
if he
that
pulls
sucks.
that victim card out, I'm telling you right now. That's the
you
wife.
feel you're guilty, you're an F boy. That's fine. Hey, as long as you're clear. But also, I'm not gonna lie. Tell the women you're dating. I'm assuming you're a man. That I don't want to commit, and that's up to them. That is up to them if they want to still date you. This article was either written by a male feminist or a woman who exclusively dated F boys and it never ended well. Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know which direction that is, but yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. And the last one here, he gives you the silent treatment. The silent treatment is a form of manipulation. It can be an extremely frustrating tactic men use to get their way. He might ignore you or refuse to talk to you until he gets what he wants, leaving you feeling powerless and confused. More manipulation.
Silent treatment can be, yeah. I feel like that's more of a girl thing. I don't know that I've ever known a guy to do this.
If a guy does silent treatment, he has to be really mad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they internalize things almost so much that they become like a turtle, where it's going to be really hard to penetrate that shell to get them to open up again. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
This
is the gay man that wrote this article. There's no I have so many questions.
I do too. I do too. Trust me, Elizabeth. Men and women use that behavior to control. I think men use this more sparingly than women. And maybe it's
Yeah.
because I talk to women more about when we get like upset and whatnot, but this is insane.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's more
There's,
reasons.
there's
Jeez.
more. This article is really long. 7 common mind games men play. I'm a broken man game. You're a failure. The nice guy act. The gaslighting. Okay, it's all pretty much the same thing we've kind of talked about. Yeah, I can see some of them being a thing, but most of them aren't. I don't, you know. Oh my god, the turtle sex sound. Why would we bring that up?
I don't
Just-
know what that means. I don't want to know what that means.
Oh, you've never heard the turtle sex sound?
I know.
I don't know.
No,
It's not once upon a
I'm
time.
very happy that I've never heard that sound. I don't know what that is.
Frog, you might be better off. I don't know. You know, some people live very happy, blissful lives, like 90% of the time in marriages. I'm going to say 90 as a good number. Marriages are not there to be happy all the time. It shouldn't be the source of your happiness. It should be a big part of your happiness, but it shouldn't be the source. And I think your partner should make you happy, but you have to make you have to make yourself happy first. Otherwise, you'll never be happy in your marriage. So if you don't want to be dealing with that, I can understand it. You can be a MGTOW, as they call it.
MGTOWs.
Yeah,
I would
MGTOWs
recommend
unite.
you to DJ Direwolf if that's the route you would like to go.
Yeah. I mean, and that's okay. That's okay. I think my younger brother, he refuses to marry because there's so many people that want to go after his pension. And I understand that. Like, there's a lot of nasty people out there that will marry a military man and leave them after they impregnate themselves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. The Dependas. We love the Dependas.
Hippopotamus?
Tag chasers.
I forgot.
Dependas.
Dependopotamus. That's what it was. Oh, yes. Dependopotamus. The hip dependopotamus. What is this? I think we need to remember that men aren't as open emotionally as women, so it's more common for men not to open up right away. That shouldn't be confused with silent treatment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that really shouldn't. And I think communication is the key to every relationship, and talking about things at the right time when you're in the right headspace really does matter. Like if Mark and if I want to talk to him about something that's like sensitive, I will wait for a good moment, not in the midst of an argument and be like, so I need you to do this. It's not gonna end up well.
Yeah.
What is this? Benefitopotamus. That's really long. Benefitopotamus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. We got a couple super chats.
Ruben, what advice do you have? I'm gonna give you over to Ruben Muhammad.
There's a girl I have a crush on in Mexico. She speaks English. What do you suggest I say or do? I've really fallen for her. Have you fallen for her, or have you fallen about the idea of being with her? I think those are two things that you need to think about for yourself. What things about her that you think you've fallen for, and is it actually really true? Because watching 90 Day Fiance, I'm not saying that your situation is that, but if it's purely text only that you've talked to her, consider speaking over Zoom or FaceTime, Facebook call, because I think that could change a dynamic quite a lot. And there we go. Meet her first, make her, well, maybe not make her wait, but don't bring her to the US. I mean, Mexico, if you're in the US, is not very far. You could go for a vacation. That'd be kind of fun.
I love all this. And dangerous, yeah.
Well, and yes, and dangerous.
But
if you stay on the resort, you know. Wow! Wrong finance.
If our past relationships have a matter of trust had been broken for guys who have to be strong, we close ourselves off further to the more personal damage. Oh, that's true. I will agree with that.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with girls, too.
Don't be a green card. That is a very important statement.
Very, very important. Don't be like those guys on 90 Day Fiance that, you know, can't talk to their wives and end up being a meal ticket.
Don't pay for anything either. Good Lord.
Yeah. Ruben, you have to ask yourself in the mirror, why are you attracted to her? What is the reason for the attraction? What is it for you? And that's why I think having a conversation can change everything. And yes, do not give her your bank account. Don't send her money either. Don't do it. Oh my gosh, my fridge broke. I need a new fridge. Buy me a new fridge. Don't do it.
Oh, Lordy.
That is my question. How do I start a conversation? So you haven't started a conversation with her yet. Okay. I've never been that good at talking with girls in general. If she's the right person that will be good with you, it doesn't have to flow 100% all the time, okay? But it has to feel at least comfortable after, I don't know, a certain amount of time. It's hard to say because I haven't dated someone long distance who I've never met.
Bro, stop there.
Yeah, just have that call. Just be like, and this is also make sure she's not catfishing you.
Yeah,
That's another thing. Is this girl for real? Now this is literally 90 Day Fiance. Is she real? Things to think about, sir. Okay. Dang.
Be careful. Be very careful.
Even Paul says, never bring a woman from a second or third world country to the U.S. The women in these countries know how to treat a husband. U.S. women will destroy her.
I feel like Mexico's 50-50.
Go live with her in that country. I was talking with one of my patients today, and her son lives in Korea. She's like this beautiful white woman, and she showed me pictures of her son. Beautiful young man, blonde, blue eyes. I'm like, he's gonna have like all the Korean ladies like eating out of the palm of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I want to go to Korea so bad. They seem so nice. And I'm like, you know why they're so nice? They're respectful. They are so respectful. Right? Is it Nina? Is it Nina Infinity?
Yeah.
I mean, Nina is Canadian slash like she's very Canadian. Actually, she's more American than Canadian at this point. I'd say politics and all. Your opinion on Passport Bros? What's that?
Oh, you haven't heard of the Passport Bros? Bro. No. Passport Bros are men that are giving up on dating here in the States, and they're going to other countries and finding more traditional women.
I think that's fine. One thing that that confuses me is when you go into a relationship and you can't communicate in English or whatever language. I don't understand how they work. Well, I guess they're not really working. They're just existing. That confuses me. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where I could maybe get pregnant and I'm like yelling at my husband to go help me like get the milk warmed up or something like that, you know, like just necessary things. I want to be able to communicate with you to make sure our house functions well. So that's a possibility.
Yeah, well, I think it depends on the country too. There's a lot of like the Asian countries, they speak English for the most part, especially the Philippines. Yeah. You know, at least enough to get by. So yeah. It's just, I know there's a lot of guys that are going to is it Dubai?
I wouldn't I wouldn't know. I mean,
one of those countries over in that general area that the women are more traditional and they cook and that kind of thing because the West is screwy.
I would want, like, if I'm looking at peak feminist woman, Twitter, SJW, and then I look at like Korea, and yet again, this is just speaking from the conversation I had today. The people there respect their elders, respect even teachers. Like, you don't find students in Korea talking back to their teachers like they do here. The teachers are the end all be all. Whereas like here,
They
I'd say
literally
the
beat 'em
students run the
up.
classroom. Because like they say something wrong and they're fired.
Yeah.
So having that mentality already built in from youth, if you compare west to east, I think if I had a choice as a male, I would want to date, like if I was a Vietnamese male right now, I would want to date within my race only because then that mutual respect is there in family values, in dating. I don't know. I think it's a little easier being a American Canadian female dating here because you can wake up, as they say, and realize all the issues. But yeah, I think that in some ways it's smart as long as you can get that communication piece. I don't know. What do you think?
About passport bros?
Yeah.
I get it. It sucks. It shouldn't be that way, but I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck, bros.
Good luck. Yeah. Vietnamese women are usually cool too. They're
Yeah,
crazy.
somebody dropped
They're
the country,
they're the Spanish of the Asians. Like if you want to feel the wrath of a scary Asian, date a Vietnamese woman. Asia, South America, Eastern Europe. Ooh, Eastern Europe. You don't hear as much about Eastern Europe. At least on 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, you don't really see those. I think the Russian girl. Well, that 90 Day Fiance, the dwarf. Yeah.
No, wasn't she American?
No, she was Russian.
Oh, was she?
He was American, I think, but she was Russian.
Oh, well, that was just he wanted to check a box.
Yeah, that was the whole other thing, but
I
they're
felt bad
not
for her.
really. Upward is the best for Christians. Oh yeah, the Upward app. Elizabeth has talked about this before. Upward app if you're a Christian leaning.
There you go. And I mean, I want to say less feminism, the better. I'm going to say the very far opinionated feminism. I love what a lot of those South Asian countries like is it Iran? The one that was most recently about the women that are getting hurt.
So,
Yeah. Like that sort of stuff. I'm like, I am all for that. You know, I want to feel that equality where I'm not going to get stoned for having an opinion.
Right, exactly.
Right? Like that's that type of feminism. I just want to feel equal and not fear my life. You know, I'm all for that. I think we have gotten to a point in our side of the world where feminism is about beating men down. It's about misandry. So I'm not okay with that. We've gotten to a point where we're more than equal, if not taking more than we should, because we don't know when to stop. And we as a whole, not like me and Tugs, I'd say we understand.
No.
Okay, so we have a couple super chats. We got It's Chewy for 5. Gotta leave the chats. And by the way, poor choice is better than Simpcast. At least shout outs are allowed here. Oh, snap. Ooh. Okay. All right. Hi, Chewy. I'm surprised you didn't do a shout out in this one.
I know. I was waiting for the shout
out. John Thomas for 5. From the earlier article, maybe the husband wasn't preheating the oven.
Oh my god.
There was no foreplay. That could be it too. But then again, that's communication between you and your husband or wife. Like, let's figure out what's going on. Okay. If there's something you don't like, let's talk about it. You know? Okay. Eric K for 2. I'm a golfer. Oh, sorry, golf joke.
Oh my god.
I don't get it.
Go for this, go for that. Gopher.
Okay, I see now, Eric. I missed it after it landed. Shoo, over my head. All right, and we also have one from JH Schwalbach on the Streamlabs side. What's up, JH? For 50. Oh, wait, where we go? I'll close the window by accident. 5312 says, a wife was watching some Bachelor show the other night. So can I email you talking points so I can talk to her? Not just grunt. We haven't watched The Bachelor, so I don't know.
Apparently it started. I forget. It's February. I gotta catch up. And it's
Yeah.
what's his bucket from last season. The guy
Zach.
like the more
He's
conservative
very
guy.
handsome. He's very
Yeah.
handsome.
So I gotta catch up. Maybe I'll do that Saturday while you're
Yeah.
torture you.
Well, we could do a quick watch through, I suppose. Jeremy's got my email. I think Gary does too. Please move FNT meetup to Barcelona, April in Spain. Vegas is August. I know, but there's so much happening. Like UK is in September, Orlando's likely to be in October. So it's like a lot of things happening.
That's why he moved it. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, October.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't I mean, that's a lot of traveling. So say we do Vegas, August, September, UK, Orlando, October. We're not going to be home at all. Right?
Yeah. And I don't know which ones I'm going to be able to make this year other than the Vegas one because I live here. But
yeah. MILF Manor finale. I wonder who's going to win.
I can just binge watch the whole thing. Poor BB.
I don't know if you want to watch. Oh, well, we could. I have to get television again. I canceled television since we stopped watching The Bachelor. I don't know about North Carolina. I've never heard of Asheville. I'm sorry, John. And I wish sometimes that I was a male because I would love to drive down to Dallas and do meetups along the way, but I kind of fear for my safety.
Right?
Especially after the Melanie Mac debacle. I don't need issues like that. I don't need Mark to worry about me like that. So I would love to be able to do meetups on the road, but it's different for a male and it's different for a female.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Also, I don't carry, so I also don't know which states you can carry in. So if I get arrested,
not California.
But yeah, Texas meetup. I mean, Anime Matsuri and Dallas Expo.
Yeah, I think they're doing Dallas Fan Expo this year. I will not be there this time around, but I told who was that? Oh, I told Max to give Hayden Christensen a hug for me because I'm very sad that he's going this year. He didn't go last year. Freaking Hayden Christensen.
I might go this year, but we don't know yet. Nothing's set in stone. No tickets have been
it's
bought.
A lot, guys, and it's expensive, and we don't get paid a lot. So.
No. I need to make sure the home is run well before I can go out in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. I think that is it for the night. Y'all, this has been a really good episode. Tugs, do you have anything coming up that you want to share?
Thank you. No. Nothing special. I have a charity stream coming up within the next month-ish. Don't ask me when. I don't know. I have no idea. But my final one, for Games for Love, for those of you who've participated in them before, it'll be the same thing. I don't know what the giveaway is going to be yet. I'm going to work with my team. But anyway, that's coming up within the next month on Twitch. Other than that, nothing special. No.
I have YouTube, Locals, Rumble, all that. Subscribe. But the main thing I wanted to plug here was this shirt. I'm running a charity shirt. If you hardcore agree with Zachary Levi's views on Pfizer, the poor guy got crucified, it seemed.
He's still getting crucified. They posted, WB posted something about Shazam or whatever, and they're like, I'm like, anyway, it doesn't matter.
So all the proceeds, all my proceeds are going to go to the Light of Life Foundation, which supports thyroid cancer, which his dad passed away from. So, I mean, this is a pretty cool shirt. And there might be a make something male again shirt that might come out. So watch out for some news.
Are you gonna steal?
Am I gonna steal what?
Melanie's. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna snitch it out. I know.
Oh, well, we'll talk after. Andrew Matthews. For 5 British pounds, can we have a hint on the location of the UK meetup? I mean, I wish I could hint, but I don't even know the date. I don't know the location. I have no flights booked.
Isn't it the same time as the comic convention that's out there though?
I don't think so anymore.
Oh,
I have no
oh,
idea.
can go.
Gary's just gonna go, and hopefully people can make it. I mean, I know at some point I'm gonna see Gary, Garrett, as Disparu for sure
Ooh.
there. I don't know about anyone else at this point. I mean, Shad's likely to be there too. So those are your like 5. We got 5.
Yeah, us Americans, it might be a little bit harder to get over there.
Yeah.
Listen, Bean, you guys will know.
No
Okay.
wedding date to share.
You will know
one
when there's
day.
a wedding date and or a wedding happening at all. Because one, it'll be shiny on this finger. Secondly, you will trust me, I will not be quiet about it. You'll know. I'll let you know.
She's just gonna start the stream like this. Hi.
Hi, welcome to Poor Choices. The correct choice was made.
oh yes, Hokies. This is exactly it. Make men male again.
Oh, I love that too.
We should
honestly.
make a rendition like that. That'd be fun. But yes. Oh, Long Man, yes. But I don't know if you guys will like. I don't know
not?
how he feels about making a face reveal. You know. So that's. I haven't talked to
Cecil
him
does
about it.
wear, like a mask.
He
Cecil wears that
might.
stupid ski mask everywhere. I don't know how he does it.
Cecil. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know how he does it.
I mean, we are in the UK. It might be
Cold.
cold.
Yeah, it'll be cold when
So,
you guys go.
Yeah.
Baby tags. Listen, one step at a time, friends. Okay.
they stopped asking for baby cyborgs, and now they're
I was
asking
there
for
working
baby
on. I still don't have a baby cyborg.
I mean, I had a glass of whiskey, so.
That's how baby cyborgs are made.
But tonight, guess what excuse won't be on that chart? None. All right. Much love to you all. You guys have been awesome. I hope you guys have a good evening, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.